Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of state of the channel update and kind of plans for what's going to happen this summer. And we're going to talk about the giveaway that I talked about a couple months ago when I get to 100,000 subscribers. Currently I'm at 92,500, which is more than I ever thought I'd ever be able to get doing this kind of stuff. So that's fantastic. And if you didn't see the previous video and you're new and you just subscribe between now and then, or you haven't seen it and you are a subscriber anyway, whatever the case may be, I'm going to be doing a giveaway when we get to 100,000 subs, and I'll talk about that in a second. First of all, I am still alive. I know it's been a while since I've been making content. What happened was, if you didn't know, long story, going back to the surgery that happened in February, which was a life changer for the good, so it's amazing. I was out for about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, where I wasn't shipping anything. And in that time, you guys and my other customers bombarded me with orders, which was like a really good thing, but I was watching them stack up and I wasn't allowed to lift anything for a few weeks, rightfully so. Everything's good. Everything went well, so that's all good. The recovery went well, still going well. And what happened was I got so far behind on orders. I think I was behind by about 300 or 400 at one time. And it's just me doing this, and it was cold outside, the weather wasn't cooperating, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, I got behind and I never got caught up because every time I'd get new stuff or list new stuff, it'd be like a bombardment, a plethora of orders coming in, and I couldn't keep up, which is a really good problem to have. Now, I spent the last couple weeks cleaning out some stuff in the warehouse and getting caught up on orders, and I'm finally to that point. For those of you that still have boots that are sitting in that order from November, I really appreciate your patience. I'll be sending you guys an extra special little gift when the boots get here. I haven't heard any news on that shipment. It sucks for me because there's, again, a lot of really cool stuff in there that I want to get on the site and want to make videos on, but can't do that because it's stuck, and the government is not really known for being efficient, which is a good thing, just not in this case. Anyway, so that's that. So that's why I got behind, and that's why I took the last couple weeks to focus on that part of my life. And my business is a huge important part of my life, and it's blown up in the past couple years thanks to you guys and other people that have bought surplus and stuff. So thank you so much for being patient with me on not making content for the past couple weeks, but that's what it was. I had to do that. Now I'm going to try to find some balance, and Devin K and I we're actually right now figuring out, because it's going to be rainy here for the next several weeks. It's spring, and it's been a very dry spring, so we need it, but it's not good to be doing ballistic tests in. I'm gonna spoil a couple of the helmet ballistic tests we're going to be doing this year, which are going to be really cool. We're going to be doing so many that we were supposed to do the past couple years, but again, it kept adding up. They're actually a lot of work to do, and it's a lot of logistics and stuff like that, and we have to talk to the property owner who said it's fine anytime, but still it's nice to let them know that we're there, and et cetera, et cetera. So we'll be doing a lot of really cool helmet tests. Now, 2 out of the many that we're going to be doing, one, we're going to be doing an Austro-Hungarian M1917 Stahlhelm. Yes, an original one that was used by the Finns, until the 60s. It was redone, so the collector value is there, but it's not as much as an untouched original shell, and it's got the extra holes in it. Whatever, again, the amount of knowledge we get out of doing these tests is worth sacrificing one piece of not super rare history for the actual science of it. So that's going to be one of them, and I also got a hold of a Japanese Type 90 shell that was reissued in Thailand. It's got the M1 style bales. It's just the shell, but it's the original shell, so it's made out of that bouncy steel. I forgot. It's the same thing as the Swedes used, but I forgot what it is. I'll make sure I get that in the video. So those are 2 examples of what we're going to be doing this summer, and we're scheduling that right now because the weather's finally decent, and he's got a lot of time off, and it's just going to be cool. So that's that, just kind of updating you on that. And I'll be doing some other content around here. The ticks are out, which is why the camouflage mini tests came to a screeching halt. I was in the grassy part of my land for about 5 minutes total. And in that 5 minutes, I had an adult wood tick, a nymph wood tick, which is a baby, but they can still bite. And I had a deer tick on me crawling. So that was just from 5 minutes out there. So I need to put some repellent and stuff on, or just not go into that part of it. I might just do some camo tests with the pine trees that I've got around here. That might be cool. But yeah, the ticks are out in force. This is usually May and the beginning of June is when they're the worst, because they're just kind of becoming non-dormant and they're looking for food. Anyway, so that's that. I'll be making more content, etc., etc. Now let's get to the giveaway, the part that you guys are all watching this for. I'm playing dress up as always, to get those guys that hate this riled up, because apparently that's a big problem when people dress up in this stuff. So that's why I do this for these videos. There's really no reason for it except that. And I like it, so what the hell. Now, the giveaway, I've decided to add a prize. I only had 2 on the last video, but I've decided to add a prize that can be shipped to anybody anywhere, because one of the top prize can't be shipped to anybody anywhere, and we'll get into that. So for third prize, what's going to happen is once I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway like on the Gleam website, like you do for other contests and stuff. And I'm just going to make it, you're going to enter your name and everything. And it's just going to be that. There's not going to be like, a million ways to enter. It'll just be, your name. And then I'll have a secret code question that you're going to have to answer to prove that you're actually a subscriber. And we'll be doing this. So there's going to be 3 prizes. Third place is going to be a reproduction M1915 Adrian helmet. I do sell these in my shop, shameless plug. But I decided that this would be a really cool thing for somebody that's, getting into collecting and stuff. And they can't necessarily afford an original one, but they kind of want to show people what they look like. They're really cool. They're cool for wearing around, LARPing, reenacting, airsoft, you name it. And these ones are actually not terrible reproductions. The liners aren't terrible. There's some worse ones that I've seen. The construction is actually fairly light like the originals, because a lot of the repros that I've seen and actually own one is really heavy, and that's not how they were. So anyway, that's going to be third place. This can go to anywhere, anybody, anywhere, and it's going to be really cool. It's like a $85 value, which is pretty cool. The next one, second place, has not changed. A little bit more cat fur on here because it's been sitting for a little bit longer. But I'm going to be sending out for second place an original Vietnam era M1 helmet and liner. The cover is a reproduction because the originals are really getting hard to find, but it's actually a really good repro. If you get this wet and then you put the foliage band around it, set it out in the sun for a day, it's going to look real good. So this one, for some reason, is an infantry helmet with an airborne helmet chin strap on it. So you can get an airborne liner if you want to. Everything in here is original. Everything on this helmet is original except the cover. So it's a pretty substantial. These things are going for about $125 to $150 depending on where you get them now. And you've got the nice airborne chin strap, which is kind of harder to find. So that's what this is valued at. And this can go to anybody anywhere as well. If you're getting into helmet collecting, or you already are, you'll definitely want to be able to be around for this. Now, first place, there's a couple of stipulations, and you can probably guess why. First place, you need to be 18 years of age or older, be a U.S. resident citizen living in the United States, and it has to be legal in your area. And you either need to have an 01 FFL transfer this for you, or if you have an 03 CNR and you happen to win this, I can transfer it directly to you via my CNR. If you don't know what any of those mean, look up what an FFL is. If you don't know what CNR means, you don't have one, so don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm going to be giving away a Carcano Model 1891 Cavalry Carbine. So this is in really good shape, actually. It's got a little, I think like a repair or something. There was probably a chip in here, and they just decided to take out that part of the stock and didn't put the wood back in, but that's literally the only thing wrong with this thing. Wrong. The sights are great. The bore, I'm pretty sure on this one, if I remember correctly, is... yeah, it's got gunk in it, but it's still in pretty good shape. It's just like every other of the Carcano imports. And it's a smooth action. The sights are really nice. Still got the wood on the little plunger right there. It's the late pattern, the button style release on the bayonet. Anyway, so yeah, I am legitimately giving this away from my personal collection to one lucky winner. Again, if you win and you're not a U.S. citizen and resident and you're not 18, we're going to have to figure something else out. I'll figure out maybe something, but I'm going to have to go and pick until I get somebody who meets those criteria, which I'll also be putting in the entry thing. We'll figure all those details out when we get there. But it's a great way to get a free Carcano. These are going for about $250 with or without shipping. Some places are cheaper, some places are a little bit more. But this one is one of mine out of my personal collection that I will be going. It's a 37 dated Gardone carbine in really good shape, actually. So yeah, it'll be a nice shooter, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's what I've got for there. That's the state of the channel. I'm pretty sure that's all really just kind of an update of, once in a while I have to do other things. I can't just do YouTube. But when I was recovering, YouTube was awesome because I couldn't do my other job. So that's why I was pumping out so much good content, is because it was easy to do. It didn't require any lifting. And I was bored. I really wanted to get out and work, but I couldn't. And that's why I was pumping out so much content. Now the balance should start doing this. Summertime's a lot easier because I can go out and ship whenever. I don't have to rely on it being, not being 30 below or really cold and all that stuff. And there being snow on the ground, roads not plowed, etc., etc. Summer's a lot easier for business and for making content. So, all right, if you made it this far, congrats. And what you can do to help out is if you're already subscribed, or if you're watching and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And spread the word, spread out this video. It's a giveaway. Anybody that subscribes to me is eligible for the prizes in this video. So it's some incentive for people to subscribe if they're kind of on the fence, or just if they don't know about me, make sure you share out the channel, and maybe now they will. If you're just watching this now and you're not, you got this from somebody. Yeah, I do military surplus content. I do history content. I do firearm content, all related to history in some sort of sense, or just having fun shooting. So that's kind of what I do. I'm gonna make a channel trailer too. That's another update that's gonna be coming, because my current one is just like the latest video or something. And yeah, anyway, so cool. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you got any questions or anything, let me know. Let's get to 100K. It's only 7.5K more to go. That's not that much considering I'm already at 92.5. And if I just want to get to that 100, and I want to get that silver play button, it's like I never thought it was going to be a reality, and now we're so close. So that's why I'm giving away a bunch of really cool stuff as incentive to help grow the channel. So thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.